So you've finished Pokemon Scarlet or Violet and you're wondering what to do next. Well, we've got you covered. Even without the battle tower, here are some activities that will keep you busy for dozens of hours. Technically, Scarlet and Violet's story doesn't end with the credits. Geeta will ask you to check in on all the gym leaders in Paldea. Of course, a check-in means a battle, and each gym leader will hit you with everything they've got. Once you've defeated all the gym leaders for a second time, you will be able to participate in the school tournament. This allows you to rematch your friends and teachers at top form. You'll need to do it at least once to complete the post-game story content, but you can technically participate in the tournament as many times as you want. Additionally, you can also battle Team Star Generals again if you return to their bases. Once you've completed the tournament, Jack will give you a call and tell you about difficult terror raids popping up all over Paldea. Do a few of these and he'll call you again to warn you about even tougher 6-star raids. 6-star raids have a pink glowing outline on the map and can be significantly tougher than 5-star raids depending on the Pokemon and its typing. When it comes to these raids, I highly recommend squatting up with some friends or matchmaking with randoms. You can always join raids as well via the Poke Portal in the pause menu, but it can be tough actually getting into raids from this menu. Your best bet is to wait until you can refresh the raid list and join something quickly. So why should you do all these difficult raids? The rewards for completing 5 and 6-star raids are usually worth the trouble. 5 and 6-star raids typically feature rare Pokemon with fantastic base stats. Even if you do manage to catch one of these rare Pokemon in the wild, its stats will be inferior. You can check a Pokemon's base stats or individual values by pressing plus on a Pokemon in the box's menu. The word best next to a specific stat means its IV for that stat is perfect. No good means its IV for that stat is 0. It's worth noting that you can't see a Pokemon's IVs until you've finished the game and stopped by a Pokemon Center. Doing so will unlock the judge function. Along with powerful Pokemon, 5 and 6-star raids could potentially net you some rare items: ability capsules, ability patches, and Herba Mystica. Ability capsules let you change a Pokemon's ability, while ability patches let you change a Pokemon's ability to its hidden ability if it has one. These items are incredibly useful if you plan on putting together some competitive teams. Meanwhile, Herba Mystica, if used properly, can dramatically increase your odds of finding a shiny Pokemon. If you're having trouble with these raids, I recommend heading back to the depths of Area 0 to catch your extra Miraidon or Koraidon depending on which version you own. You can technically use your Ride Legendary in raids, but it's nice having an extra one in your boxes just in case. Along with Miraidon and Koraidon, there are 4 other legendary Pokemon you can catch. In order to crack one of these bad boys open, you need to pull 8 matching stakes out of the ground. Once you've found all 8, the vault will crumble and you can battle and catch the legendary Pokemon. If you're having trouble finding these vaults, then maybe it's time to finish your education. There are a ton of classes you can take at the Mesa Goza Academy, and completing them will earn you some nice rewards. If you complete the history course, for example, the professor will mark all 4 vaults on your map. Of course, you'll still need to find all the corresponding stakes to unlock that vault. Participating in terror raids and hunting down legendaries will also fill out your Pokedex. If you're into shiny hunting, I'd make this a priority. If you complete your Pokedex, Jacques will give you the shiny charm, which doubles your odds of running into a shiny. If shiny hunting isn't quite your thing, then maybe put this one on the back burner. If you're looking for some more shiny hunting tips though, check out my other video on the subject. I'll drop a link in the end. If competitive battling is your thing, another satisfying time sink is Pokemon breeding. Most Pokemon you catch in the wild will have poor stats. The best way to get a specific Pokemon with great stats is through Pokemon breeding. Find and catch 2 compatible Pokemon, put them both in your party, set up a picnic, and make an egg power sandwich. Over time, the basket will fill up with Pokemon eggs. Typically, a newly hatched Pokemon will get a random nature and it will randomly inherit 3 IVs from the parents. The goal is to hatch better and better Pokemon, which can eventually be subbed in for the parents to produce even better Pokemon. There are a few items that make this process easier though. A Destiny Knot allows the parents to pass down 5 random IVs instead of 3 from the parents, and an Everstone means the offspring will have the same nature. Honestly, breeding deserves an entire video on its own. There's a lot to it, but if this is a path you're interested in going down, I highly recommend checking out our Pokemon breeding guide. It was written with Sword and Shield in mind, but some of the more in-depth concepts are still true in Scarlet and Violet. In the meantime, I highly recommend hunting down a 5 or 6 star Ditto raid. That should net you a near perfect Ditto that you can use to breed almost anything. The story is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Pokemon games. Hopefully this video will help you get the most out of your post-game adventure in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And if you're interested in the competitive scene, I highly recommend checking out our competitive Pokemon Explained video series on GameSpot. Thank you so much for watching.